Welcome to a new episode of Things You Probably Didn't Know. Let's go there. Number 26. This is Martin Joe Lorello, a man who could rotate his head 180 degrees. Yes, he could turn it to see his own ass. He works in the circuses and fairs of the town, showing his strange and incredible ability. People paid a ticket just to see him in action. He had this ability thanks to the fact that he was born with a small dislocation in his spine. With years of training, he managed to perfect the spin, something impossible for everyone else. Number 25. What you are seeing is a rocket war that takes place every year between two churches located in Greece. The event occurs during the Orthodox Easter season. The parishes of San Marcos and Panagia Erythiani fire rockets at each other before midnight on Easter Sunday. The battle lasts several hours and always ends in a technical tie that will be resolved the following year. The tradition has been celebrated since Ottoman times when royal cannons filled with gunpowder were used. Number 24. In 2014, a UK nanotechnology company called Surrey Nanosystems created what is now known as VantaBlack, or the blackest black in the world. VantaBlack is a substance made from carbon nanotubes, which absorbs up to 99.96% of visible light radiation. When light collides with the VantaBlack, instead of bouncing, it is trapped and is deflected between the tubes to finally be absorbed and dissipated as heat. It looks like Photoshop, but it is not. In fact, there is already a car with this color, the BMW X6 VantaBlack. Number 23. In this way, we will drink water in the future. This water bubble is Uho, and it has been created by Skipping Rock's lab, using a membrane from plants and seaweed. Yes, that means it is edible. This invention would help reduce bottled water, which is a big problem today. A plastic bottle takes about 1,000 years to decompose. Number 22. The MGM Lions Roar was not recorded like that. From 1917 to the present day, 7 different lions have been used to record the famous roar. Here you can see a couple of them. Currently, the roaring lion is Leo and has been working for MGM Studios since 1957. In case you have any doubts, this is the original photograph of the lion to enter the MRI. Number 21. Microbursts are columns of air that descend at full speed in a specific place and can form during electrical storms. This happens because a stream of dry air mixes with the precipitation of a thundercloud, causing part of the water to evaporate and the rest to fall strongly for several minutes. The last microburst recorded was in 2017 in Santa Barbara, California. This caused several trees to fall. There were traffic accidents, and even a sailing boat of about 6 meters sank in the sea. Number 20.
Just up the road from San Barbara, Wingus, go get a quindrobus, Lanticilio, go.
Did you hear that? Believe it or not, it is the name of a town located in Wales. The most impressive thing is that the reporter Liam Dutton pronounced it perfectly. Translated into Spanish, the name of the town is Santa Maria Church of the Hole of White Hazel near the rapid whirlwind of San Tasillo of the Red Cave. Wouldn't it have been easier to just call it Red Cave? Number 19. Would you believe me if I told you that there is a sound in outer space? Until recently, we thought this was false, but NASA shows us the opposite. What you are hearing is the real sound of outer space. Absolutely nothing has been modified. Despite being a huge vacuum, sound is presented in the form of electromagnetic vibrations that pulse at wavelengths similar to those we are used to. What NASA did was to design special instruments to record these vibrations and transfer them to the sounds that our ears can hear. Interesting, don't you think? Number 18. What appears to be a human in a bird costume is actually the Harpy Eagle. This powerful bird, 1 meter tall and about 9 kilograms in weight, is one of the largest eagles in the hemispheres, accidental and southern. It can be found in the rainforests from Mexico to Brazil, and it feeds on sloths, monkeys, and coatis, but does not miss the opportunity if it runs into an iguana or a snake. This powerful eagle hunts several times a week and can lift prey up to 3 times its own weight with its deadly talons that can measure 15 centimeters. Number 17. I present to you a Muhajir, considered the dirtiest man in the whole world. He didn't take a shower for more than 60 years, lives isolated in the town of Dezga in Iran, and firmly believes that bathing could make him sick. His favorite food is the rotten meat of dead animals, especially porcupines. Daily, he drinks 5 liters of water that he draws from rusty pipes and sleeps in an earthen hole. His pipe is not full of tobacco, but of animal feces, and although many people have tried to help him, he says he likes his life. Number 16. Tokyo is the only place in the world where you can find ice cream made from octopus, shrimp, horse meat, and even beef tongue. Yes, you heard right. In fact, there is one called natural Viagra. Number 15. Did you know that the Futurama animated series was written by doctors and teachers who graduated from Harvard? David Cohen, writer-in-chief, has a doctorate in physics. Alt Jean, writer and executive producer, has a doctorate in mathematics. Jeff Westbrook, another of the writers, has a doctorate in computer science. And Ken Keeler has a doctorate in mathematics. Together, the writers total 4 doctorates, 7 masters, and decades of study at the prestigious Harvard University. Number 14. Have you ever seen such a gigantic pumpkin? Vegetables and fruits grown in Alaska are larger than in any other part of the world. A broccoli can weigh more than 16 kilos, a melon about 27, and a cabbage up to 45 kilos. This is because they receive 20 hours of sun on average, obtaining more nutrients than anywhere else on the planet. Number 13. This is how it sounds when you skate on ultra-thin ice. Natural ice skating, or Nordic skating, is often practiced in Sweden. The ice sheet can be as thin as 4 inches. Being a risky activity, skaters usually go in groups. Number 12. The loudest noise on record occurred in 1883 when Krakatoa erupted, reaching 180 decibels, rumbling throughout the planet and could be heard in every corner. Historians say that it was heard more than 5,000 kilometers away, and people within 100 kilometers around were deaf. Never in history has a sound as loud as this been heard. Number 11. She is Lin Shu, a 41-year-old Taiwanese who is famous for looking like a teenager despite her age. No, she has not taken any elixir or eternal youth. Apparently, her family has privileged genes. In this photograph, you can see her with her 36-year-old sister and her 63-year-old mother. All 3 look much younger than they are. Number 10. Have you ever heard about the Vault of the End of the World? It is located in the city of Svalbard, near the North Pole. In its interior, more than 1 million seeds are kept in case a cataclysm occurs on our planet. The World Seed Bank was inaugurated in 2008 to safeguard as many seeds as possible. Its climatic conditions are perfect for that. It is known as the Vault of the End of the World because it is able to withstand earthquakes, bomb impacts, and other natural disasters. Number 9. This is one of the strangest lakes in the world. It is known as Lake of Blood for that strange reddish color. It is located in eastern Texas in the United States. The lake changed color in 2011, and many people believed that it was an omen of the end of the world, but nothing could be further from the truth. Its color is due to bacteria called Chromatiaceae. This organism grows in waters with little oxygen, and it gave the lake the bloody tone. Although it is not toxic, it is best that you stay away. Number 8. Did you know that in the 18th century, a Russian woman gave birth to 69 children in her lifetime? Although this story sounds unbelievable, a Moscow monastery has records of a peasant woman who had 69 babies between 1725 and 1765. 16 twins were born, 7 groups of triplets, and 4 of quadruplets divided into 27 different births. Number 7. This is the largest pearl ever found. It is estimated that its value is close to $100 million. It was found by a Filipino fisherman inside a giant clam. The man decided to keep the pearl under his bed for 10 long years and considered it as a lucky charm. He discovered the value he had when he took her to the tourist's office near his home. The fisherman's identity was never revealed, but possibly his life changed after that discovery. Number 6. This is a scale model of ancient Rome. It was made by the archaeologist Italo Gismondi. The incredible plaster model is known as Plastico di Roma Imperiale and is based on a 1901 map by Italian archaeologist Rodolfo Lanciani. Each meter of the model is equivalent to 250 real meters of Imperial Rome, one of the largest cities in the ancient world. It is exhibited in the Museum of Roman Civilization and has even been used in films such as Gladiator. Number 5. Did you know that there are volcanic eruptions that can last several years active? A good example is the eruption of Mauna Ulo in Hawaii. Kilauea is the name of the most active volcano of the 5 that make up the island of Hawaii, and between 1969 and 1974, it experienced the longest eruption in its history, with a duration of 1,774 days. With a height of 20 meters, this gigantic lava ridge covered more than 350 million cubic meters, and was so intense that it traveled a distance of 12 kilometers under the sea. Number 4. This is the only resort in the world where you can sleep surrounded by elephants. Anantara Golden Triangle is the only complex of 65 hectares with transparent suites and bubble shapes from which you can see the elephants in their natural habitat. The suites are located in the heart of the Thai jungle, so you can live with the animals without disturbing them. The resort allocates a portion of its proceeds to contribute to the Golden Triangle Elephant Foundation, who are responsible for helping and rescuing elephants in Asia. Number 3. At first glance, the statue you see on the screen looks like any other, right? But a CT scan revealed a secret inside: the mummified remains of a Chinese monk named Qisan Zhang, who was in the lotus position. The study showed that he was about 37 years old when he died. Apparently, this monk had a great knowledge about herbal remedies. For this reason, he was very loved and famous among people, so much so that he is the only mummified monk of whom has a record until today. Number 2. This device is a food recycler, which will convert any waste into fertilizer. Its name is Zera, and it works as follows. You open the lid and place the food remains inside. Once inside, the device will heat and process the waste. In just 24 hours, you will have natural fertilizer that you can use in the garden for your crops and plants. You can recycle almost any type of food, including meat and dairy. It has a very nice design and adaptable to the kitchen. Number 1. This doll is a complex computer from the 18th century. It was manufactured by about 6,000 pieces. Its name is the Writer, and it was created by Pierre-Jacques Droz. It is a kind of programmable automatic doll capable of writing words with a pen. It was one of the most complex mechanisms that Pierre created throughout his life. And that's it for today. If you loved this video, don't forget to share it with your friends and follow us to learn new curiosities every week. See you in the next.